God, there's people moving.
He's one of them. I see enemy. Let's get out of here. He's one of them.
Holy crap.
Over here.
Oh boy. Oh my god.
This way. Over here.
Hi everyone, it's 314 React here. Today we're going to be looking at some ground branch. Now the other day I saw the film Extraction 2 and it was awesome. So what we've done is made an operator that looks as close to Tyler Rake, the main character from the film, as possible, and as close to the weapons from the film as possible. Now we don't have the Daniel Defense MFR that he uses in the film, so we are using a HK416, but we do have the PEQ laser sight module on it, and we have the closest light module that I could find for it as well as the EXP-S3 and a G33 magnifier on it as well, and a nice little front grip there. As for the pistol, we're using a Glock 19 with basically the same equipment on it that Tyler has in the film. We've gone as close as possible as we can get. Hopefully they release more stuff for this game. It's a really good game actually. I've been playing it for probably about a year now actually, maybe a bit less, and they've released quite a few updates to it. One of the more recent updates really updated all the graphics, so it looks even better, and it's very, very hard and tactical. So what we're going to do, now we're all tilered up and ready to go, we are going to go into Lone Wolf mode, and we're going to do intel retrieval, and the enemy experience, I'm going to put them down to untrained, because I'm very, very bad at this game. Enemy resistance at 15. Let's go compound, close spawns. Let's see how we go. So here we are in the mission room, and while we're here, let's take a look at the graphics settings. So we have everything at 4K. Of course, this is running on a RTX 4090 with a Ryzen 7700X and 32 gigabytes of RAM. So we have VSync on, we've got DLSS on at quality, NVIDIA Reflex fully on, everything's up at epic. Anti-aliasing is off because we have DLSS on. Field of view is at 120. Eye bias, which is position of the camera, is set to 0%. That's just there because I like the look of the gun at a certain point on the screen. FPS is set to unlimited, and if we go to the advanced settings, we can actually see some more stuff here that we can actually crank up. LOD bias, I think that's higher. Let's set that to 2 levels, see what happens. Anti-aliasing we don't need to worry about. That's set to max, set to max, set that to higher. Distant shadows on. I think this menu might be new, I don't remember seeing it before. Shadows, post-processing, bloom quality, SSGI quality, put that to 4. Restarting game to take effect, we'll restart the game, and then we'll see how it runs. It runs pretty much at 100 FPS at the moment, so if we crank these settings up, it may run a little slower. Just discovered this in real time, so we'll see what happens. Give it a restart, and we'll come back here. So just as a little aside here, you can see the Steam page for Ground Branch. There will be a link in the description. It is in early access, but it's got a lot of content to it already, and it's pretty solid. It's made by BlackFoot Studios, and if we go here, we can see that they were founded in 2004 by former Red Storm Entertainment developer John Sondecker. So their goal is to fill the void left by the golden age of tactical shooters. So these guys I think worked on the old Tom Clancy games such as Rainbow Six and stuff like that back in the day. So now they've come back, and their goal is to bring that sort of level of tactical team-based shooting back, but with some extra modern stuff to it. And now it's also being published by Microprose, who are also behind games such as Civilization and Railroad Tycoon, which is really cool. It's really good to see these old school sort of names being back and making a really great game. Anyway, let's dive back in and check out those graphical settings. Alright, so here we are. It's also worth noting that you can set the time of day. We're going to set it to midday at the moment, and in future there's going to be a weather conditioned system, which is going to be awesome because you have to set it to rain, probably snow and stuff like that as well, which will make it even more interesting. See, I'm very, very excited about where they're going with this. Okay, so these are the new graphic settings on. In here we're still at about 100 FPS. Let's go fire some rounds off at the range. So just a couple of basic things here. You can have the gun up in high ready, and you can have it pushed forward, or you can have it in low ready. And if you hold the gun in push forward, you're always ready to go, but the character's arm will get tired, so you can take shots, but eventually your character will start to become fatigued with holding the weapon like that. So you really want to keep it up in high ready or low ready, depending on how you're sort of entering a situation. And of course you have iron sights, The gun has full awareness of the surroundings, so the muzzle will be pushed back, which is really nice to see as well. And then you can also switch things on, like the laser. You can either put it in IR or visible laser mode, so it will work with your NVGs if you have them, and other people won't be able to see the laser if you switch it to IR mode. Switch on the IR illuminator, which means you'll basically get a big old torch that will only be visible in night vision mode. And you can turn on the tack light. Some really nice shadowing there. And when you zoom in, you can switch over to the magnifier. Really, really nice and intuitive system. And similar to Tarkov, you can either have a tactical reload, where you put the other mag back into your rig, which means you don't lose the ammo, but it does mean that when you cycle back to that magazine, you'll come back to a half-empty magazine, but you do retain the ammo. Or, if you're really stuck for time, you double tap R, and you drop the mag and put a new one in, which means you lose the mag. You can pick it back up, but it just gives you a faster reload. So it gives you plenty of tactical options, and as you can see, there's some really nice particle effects there. And the animation is really nice as well. And it's similar to Tarkov again, in that you can hold R and do a quick ammo check to see how much ammo you've got in the mag. So it's really, really tactical. You can, of course, play this in co-op. You can bring in your friends into the server here, but I'm just playing on my own, and we're going to do it lone wolf. You've got to go in, check out this map. You've got all these areas to start, and you search these 2 buildings for the intel, and then you get out through the extraction, which is perfect. Perfect terminology for what we're going for here. So I'm going to start at the west approach. And here we really see how nice the game looks. I mean, damn, it looks good. The only thing it really needs is ray tracing, I think, because there are quite a few areas where you can see bits of screen space, ambient occlusion and stuff kicking in, and it would just generally look even more amazing with ray tracing. But I'm sure they're going to add that, and that's even with all the settings. That little extra setting I turned up, the SSGI, it's still running at like 100 FPS, so that's really good. Anyway, let's get the map out. We want to be heading up the road here. See if we can head back around this way, get in that 3rd building along, search for the intel, and then make it to the extraction. So here we go. Some nice global illumination under that car there. So this is going to be slow. It's a slow and tactical game. It's not a fast game like Battlefield or Call of Duty. So I'm going to try and keep in the salient points in the video, but it will be quite edited. And I think there is a hostage rescue mode, but it's not available to play with just the AI. So it should be the next building along. Yeah. I just love the detail, how you have to like pie these areas out. Be really careful. And you can slowly open doors like this. And you can go in and clear the building. Now this isn't the building with the possible intel in, but we are going to do a bit of a clear of the building. So you have to be really careful, really deliberate. And you can see there, as the door opens, you can see some of that screen space ambient occlusion. So that's where ray tracing would be really good. Yeah, you can especially see when you walk into the room, you can see like the AO just fill in. It's quite funny. But other than that, it looks really gorgeous. And that really adds to the depth of the game, because the more real it is, the more immersed you are, and the more intense it is. And there's also kind of a little trick you can do there, where you can open the door and then look through the little gap in the door there just to see if anyone's hiding behind it. Yeah, I'm really bad at this game. That's why I set the enemy to be untrained. So, some cases you want to actually have the gun sort of ready. Magnify off. I think enemies can even hide under the beds and stuff like that. That's how immersive it is. Anyway, let's move on down the road to the next building. God, it looks so nice. It looks really, really nice. Oh. Oh boy. On the lower difficulties of enemy, they will shout out, so you actually hear them before they... Whoa! They will shout out before they shoot you, so you know where they are. But I think on the higher difficulties, they will just shoot you. Whew. Oh, it's tense. It's tense. Okay, so I think we're at the Intel building. Let's go in. Oh boy. I don't know how well this is going to come across in the video, but I feel this game deserves a bit more attention. I think if you really like tactical FPS and stuff like this in general, you're going to love it. If not, you might not. And that's fine. Let me know in the comments. It's just the opposite of the majority of games I play. It's quite intense to play. It's the kind of game you can't put loads and loads of hours into. Or at least I can't, because it's so intense. You can see the equipment you can bring up here. Breaching charge, detonators, the tablet which you can use for the map, the different slings for different guns, and switching over to a secondary gun, stuff like that, and the grenades. So you've actually got tons of equipment on you. And you can customize your chest rig as well, so you can get more stuff, more magazines and stuff like that on it. But it will affect the movement of your character because you'll be heavier. So I think this was area 1. Yep, no intel here, so we need to head up the road and across the road to area 2, which is going to be interesting. So let's get the magnifier on. We have to be really, really careful. Ooh. So it also handles the sound of a suppressor really nicely, because the gun is still quite loud even when suppressed, which is quite realistic. And there's not really any concept of body armor or anything like that. Okay, so I'm going to head up here. I mean, there is armor. You have like chest rigs and stuff like that, but if you take like more than a couple of hits, you're pretty much dead. Because there's no Tarkov, you know, you can take loads of bullets and heal up mid-battle or anything like that.
I see enemy!
Whew, okay. Yep, I could have entered that room a bit better. Oh god, there's people moving.
He's one of them! I see enemy! Let's get out of here! He's one of them!
Holy crap.
Over here!
Oh boy. Oh my god.
This one! Over here!
Okay, now we've gone full extraction. We've gone full extraction now. Oh my god, we really have gone full extraction. Holy crap. There's the intel. That's what I should have done before I entered this building. I should have flashbanged it out before I came in. But luckily, I live and I learn. And the only reason I live is because the enemies are all set to be untrained. That was so intense. Completely different feel from something like Battlefield. Right, let's check we're all good. This is the really tense bit where you have to just sit here defenseless and hack this PC. Keep looking around for enemies. So they've been alerted, but we have the intel. Now our extraction is up that way and that way, I believe. Let's double check that. Yep, okay. So they could all be coming for me now. But I have a bit of a plan. Let's go smokes. Wait for those smokes to go up a little bit. Alright, let's bounce. Oh my god. Okay, let's... Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. I don't know where he was. Whoa. Let's go with another flashbang. Actually, let's go frag. Oh no. Whoops. That was a that was a flashbang. Let's frag out. Ooh, baby. Fortunately, we've lost those smokes now. Let's just move. Let's just move. It's not always wise to run and make lots of noise, but I think we've got no choice at this point. We've got to be really careful of people over here. And people chasing us from behind. And there's probably some dudes in this little compound over here. What I don't trust is this building here. So I'm going to go use the last frag grenade to clear it out. Of course, the suppressor, as you'll note, is not wrapped like it is in Extraction. But it's the closest we could get. Let's go. Frag grenade. It's cool how it affects the character's hearing like that as well. Oh, door glitched out there. Yeah, the enemies will try and be really sneaky. Sometimes they'll just be hiding somewhere waiting for you. But like I said, they are untrained, so it's a little bit easier. If this video does well, or I might just do another one anyway, I may try another video with trained enemies. So let's rock and roll. Let's get out of here. Let's use these trees as cover. There's the green smoke. Oh. Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh my god. That is so scary. That is so scary. I thought I was home. I thought I was home safe. Oh my god, I'm sweating so much right now. Oh my god, this is so intense. I don't know where that guy is. I don't know where he's gone. Let's do a reload. I can hear him moving. I can hear him moving.
Over here.
I need to clear this building out. Oh my god, this is so intense. Oh god, I love it. This gives a good vantage point, but it is a bit exposed, it's a bit risky. I think we're clear. Still got a frag left. Let's whoops. God, that dude was a sniper. Still got some flashbangs. Oh, and we made it. So that was just an example mission. Let's check out another map, just so we can have another look at the graphics. So as you can see, there's quite a few different levels. 747 City, Compound, Creek, Depot, Docks, Power Station, Rig, Rundown, Small Town, Storage Facility, and Tanker. Quite a lot of maps, and they're all really, really nice. They've had quite a few reworks as well. I think the best one to get a good view of the graphics would be Creek, so let's dive into that. Okay, so here we are on the Creek level, and you can really see how gorgeous this game looks. And again, this is where ray tracing would really take it up to that next level. I don't know whether it's forward or deferred rendered, I couldn't tell you. Someone let me know in the comments if you know, but I think it's using shadow maps, so you can imagine how much better this would look if the whole thing was just ray traced, like Metro Exodus Enhanced Edition levels of ray tracing here. But it still looks incredible as it is, and yeah, we're still running 100 FPS on the RTX 4090, and still some LOD stuff kicking in there as well. You can see with the trees and some of the shadows are popping in as well. Hopefully they move the game up to UE5, and then they can implement Lumen as well as Nanite, and we can move on from the pop-in. I'm not quite sure how much effort there is involved in moving something from UE4 to UE5, but I imagine it's quite possible. Yeah, it's quite a lot of pop-in, and this is max settings, but it doesn't take away from how good the game is. And the animations look great. They're constantly improving things. It's another sort of example of a AA game where you have a really good team working on it. Oh boy. I mean, I like Battlefield 2042, but clearly it had a rough launch. Oh boy. Ooh. Clearly it had a rough launch, and I just don't think the devs are allowed the space to give it the love that it needs. Whereas a game like this, and you know, a game like games like Silica, they really get that dev love. Ooh, look at this water as well. Ooh, water effects in video games. Yep, that's some really nice water. Screen space reflections. Ooh boy, where is he? Where is he? See, luckily they're untrained. They'd have got me by now. They'd have definitely got me by now. Yeah, the sounds, the guns, the animations, everything is so spot on. I absolutely love it. The detail of the magazines and stuff like that, and combat reloads and tactical reloads. Even the way the dude is holding the gun there is just so well done. Like the thumb over the barrel there while holding on to like the foregrip. Let's see if we can take out another dude. Playing a bit more recklessly on this one. Let's see if we can get a frag grenade over there. Oh, look at that. Really realistic frag grenades as well. I'll also put a link in the description to a YouTuber that I saw do a playthrough of this. And they were like an ex-soldier. And they did a really good playthrough of a level on this. Really tactical. Much better than I ever could do. But yeah, look how gorgeous it looks. Oh, the water effects. They're so nice. You can see some of the screen space reflections, like the ray marching going on there. A bit of noise in the reflection there. That'd be really good to replace with full-on hardware lumen. Really push the RTX 4090 a bit more. You can also pick up enemy weapons as well from the field, which is cool. And because this is an M4 very similar to mine, I can use the ammo from it. Oh, it's even a nice little pickup animation. I don't think that was in it before. I think that's a new update. So yeah, go check it out if you like tactical games, if you like the old Rainbow Six stuff, if you want a bit of a move away from the more modern sort of shooters and to the more... Well, this does have modern shooter elements to it, because I don't think old Rainbow Six games had like iron sights and things like that to it. But it's just got that old school sense of, you know, more about the tactics rather than the speed, and it's not, you know, not about skins, and it's not about points and XP. It's just about pure tactics and team play. And I imagine if you could get a bunch of friends together that all have the same mindset, you'd have a really good time with this game. And even if you want to play on your own, like I've been playing with Lone Wolf, you'll also really enjoy it. Leave a like or a dislike, subscribe if you like what you see. There's always new content coming up with new tech and video gaming videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.